Hey there guys, what is going on? Gil right here. Welcome back to another Danmachi Memory FPs video, and today we're going to be taking down the Fire Zone in the latest 7 zone. This one is an AOE stage, so we should not be facing any sort of difficulties, especially once you look at my team. This is the team that we're going to be taking into the fight. The Belle and Aisha from the 4th year anniversary, of course the Haruhime that's just come out in the anime gacha, of course, for that support and beautiful buffs. And of course we have a little bit of a cheeky Riveria from ages back. I don't remember exactly what event she was part of, but one of the best units I've seen in a very long time when she first dropped. I really enjoyed using her, and I remember a lot of people actually using her in war games as well, if I recall correctly. Very good unit, and again fits into this whole water meta situation. There used to be a time where water units would just dominate the scene, so very nice unit to get, and very glad that I got her +5 because she comes in handy in these sort of situations. Now of course, if you guys going to enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. The Earth Zone video will be out tomorrow, and of course a comment down below, what else would you guys like to see? I know there was somebody in the comments who asked me about a sort of terminology video, which I'm very much glad to be doing in the near future. That will probably come out either when I'm traveling or in the coming days, so be sure to keep an eye out on the channel. Now let's get into it, shall we? We're gonna go without a skill flow. Makes our life easier because we know what we're doing, and we can then save the skill flow for the hard and normal stages. So let's go with that, shall we? So we'll start off with Harmonic Flap. We'll use Torrent Slash. We'll use Frost Nova to get the water res as well, and then we will use a Scatter first on Aisha. There we go. Again, I think we should be done here relatively fast. I think even within like probably 7 turns, I want to say. I think maybe like 6 to 7 turns will be my guess. I'm gonna bet on that, I guess. You know what, that's something I'm gonna do from here on out. Whenever we do a 7 zone video, I'm going to make sure I do a sort of bet against myself and see where I finish, or how many turns it'll take me to finish the stage. So let's do that, and if I get it faster, of course that would be fantastic, but of course it's not always the case that I can get it fast, it's never always the case. All right, let's see what's happening here. The counters will also matter quite a bit, but of course with me bringing out Haruhime, that's probably going to be less likely, unfortunately, due to just simply the physical resistance we're going to be getting and the magic resist we're going to be getting along with that as well. Well, Riveria, because she's not wearing any armor, is actually getting a couple of counters, and the other guys are of course wearing some form of armor, right? That being said, Riveria does get stunned because of that as well. Let's use this now. Actually, I want to switch to that, and I want to just keep using this. We'll use Migiri here from now on. There we go. Awesome. But yeah, I should probably be using Scatter more so because it's a super water physical attack, right? Which is perfect, and that'll help us out much more easily. All right, you know what, I'm curious actually. I think we're gonna use our special arts on turn 6. I think I have a gut feeling that a combo attack from both Belle and Aisha will probably finish this off. I have a small gut feeling. Let's see if that works out, shall we? All right, let's do that. We will do this, and we will use Migiri. Let's see what happens here. Come on. Ooh, I don't know about that bottom right one, though. That bottom right one has got a little bit of health, I feel. Never mind. It all finished up. Turn 6. There we go. I was right. I said turn 6 to 7. I said before turn 7 as well, but I made it turn 7 because I was like, it may go wrong, it may go wrong. But there we go. Very hard, easily cleared. Like I said, I think the average player as well, just based on the units we get in the perma pool and stuff like that, a lot of players will probably be able to clear the fire zone or the wind zone super easily. It's realistically, if you look at it, I genuinely believe we have the most water units and the most fire units in the game. Like, genuinely, if you looked at the demographic of each type, I suppose, and you saw the amount each type had, I would say fire, water, and light are dominated with a lot of units, honestly. Again, we might have a video on that in the future as well, so keep an eye out on the channel where we go through like how many units there are of each type or something, and we'll just literally sit there and count maybe. But it's a good way to also see like how skewed the game can be as well, right? And maybe what units you should be summoning for, because you might want to summon for, if there are a lot of water, fire, and light units, you might want to summon the opposite typing because you get an inherent resistance against those typings. So if there are a lot of fire units, you want to get a lot of water units. If there are a lot of water units, you want to get a lot of thunder units. And if there are a lot of light units, you want to get a lot of dark units, in my opinion. Of course, they're not using the skill flow here, which is why we're going a little bit slowly than we would normally, but it will be fine. It doesn't really matter, honestly. There we go. The counter finishes it off. Perfect. Turn 4. I think it would have been faster if I actually didn't, if I didn't forget to use skill flow, which I will be making a video on, by the way. There will be a video out on skill flow. I think skill flow is probably one of the best things to come to this game, in all honesty. So good. Such a good add-on, in all honesty. It makes life so much easier for the average player. But the thing is, a lot of players find it a little bit confusing because they don't exactly know how the game works and stuff like that. And that can be a little bit of an issue, right? I do understand that perspective as well, for sure. Now, the one thing I'm gonna do next is I think I'm gonna be working on upgrading a couple of the weapons that we have, right? That is the next priority. I'm probably gonna upgrade Elmina's weapon as well as Melia's weapon. If you guys haven't seen it already, be sure to check out the War Games top units guide, because there is a lot of interesting units in the top 10, I would say. Well, I say interesting. Majorly, it's dominated by 5th anniversary units, but the positions of them are very interesting. You got the likes of Melia high up and stuff like that. So be sure to check out the video as well. But I also wanted to add, because of Melia being so high up, it's just like, I want to see what she's about. How would she fit onto my team, even if she is +2 only, right? It makes things very interesting for me personally, and I'm curious to see how she's gonna rock. That being said, I would need to make a weapon ready for her, right? If I were to go into upgrades, I think it is. And I think she would be an archer unit. So let's see, physical bow. She should be here somewhere, right? I think I may have already upgraded it. Let me see the smelting side. Let's see. It should be right here. No, she's using a glorious spear. Can I craft her weapon? I hope I've not missed the opportunity, because there's a very high chance I've done what I've always done in the previous years, where I've literally perfect. I'm very prone to forgetting to craft weapons. That's one of the big reasons my Toka doesn't have her weapon. She has effectively the Toka that I have is running a glorious weapon as well, which is a big shame, because in all honesty, that's one of the big things that you would want to have, is a weapon with the same character's type, or the character's main weapon, actually, right? I've said this in my blacksmith guide. You do not want to be like me in that regards. I've been very prone to doing that, and I'm glad that anniversary units, they don't forget to add the anniversary units. Well, it's not really forget. They don't, just remove the weapons from the crafting menu because it's anniversary units, right? They keep them in there, which is super appreciated. Whereas all these, if you look at any of these collaboration units like Toka, Data Life stuff, AOT and stuff like that, you cannot craft their weapons anymore, and it's a damn shame. I think it's a stupid thing. I think they should be in there. Also, the rehammer went perfectly. 230 on the spot. Beautiful. You love to see it. You really do love to see it. Now, what I'm gonna do as well is I'm gonna make sure I get critical plus agility, I think. I think that's the one I won the most. We have a lot of Sacred Bellows. So I'm A-okay on this one. Mystic Bellows. Sorry, it's Sacred Hammer's Mystic Bellows. There we go. We got Goibanu's Lock as well. Have I gotten a different ability? I swear I've literally gotten Dexterity and STR 10 consistently, bro. That is actually insane. Double critical, okay. Obviously, we're guaranteed 1 critical, right? What I want to get, again, like I said, is probably double critical, agility, and STR probably, or dexterity. I think dexterity as well would be fine. That's not right. That's only 1 agility. That's not what we want here. Single dexterity, again, not what we need. All right, let's see. Come on. Oh, single STR, really? And this is where things become a little bit unlucky, and where you want to get the locks right. Obviously, I think I have 1 lock only, so I can lock in 1 skill at least, but you require to go through like 100 Mystic Bellows to be able to basically get 50 Mystic Bellows, I think it is. Actually, wait, how much was that? That would be by using, you need to use 100 Mystic Bellows, basically. Yeah, I was right the first time. You want to use 100 Mystic Bellows to be able to get the locket, which is just like, bruh, that is nuts. At this point, I will probably take this, in all honesty. In the future, I might lock it or something. And I feel like I wish there were other ways to get the Goibanu's locks. I think that would make life so much easier. Let me take that. There we go. And give it to you. There you go. Very nice. I'll upgrade it at a later point, but hopefully you guys enjoy this video. A little bit of upgrading and crafting at the end of the video there, but yeah, I think the fire zone is super easy. You guys shouldn't be fearing it at all. And if you guys need anything else or any tips and tricks or any guides you want to see, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll be back tomorrow with the Nerd Zone guide.